Hi guys, this is Corals. We're continuing with. So we were at Chili Coral. Chili is a branching soft coral that has several color variations. One variety has a pure white skeleton with long brown fuzzy polyps that almost obscure the tree-like skeleton. The red form seen in the specimen is probably the origin of its common name, which is chili. Lighting 3 to 8, water LM, aggressive M, difficulty 5, name Alcyonium. Warty soft coral. Warty soft coral resembles carnation, to which it is closely related. However, it is more solid and opaque looking, and lacks the delicate flower-like polyps. In fact, the polyps on this brightly colored soft coral are grouped in cauliflower-like parts on the extremities and are randomly scattered over its stalk. Scleronephtia, name, lighting 2 to 4, water LM, aggressive L, difficulty 7. The next section is pulsing corals, colonial, and star polyps. Pulse and waving corals are unique soft corals, highly prized by aquarists because many species actually open and close their polyps rhythmically to filter feed more efficiently. The predominant difference between pulse or xenia and waving ampelia corals is in the origin and the shape of their polyps. Waving coral polyps are long and unbranched, all originating from an encrusting mat. Pulse coral polyps arise from a clustered base and and are stalked or branched. Both types require regular additions of iodine and will not accept food. So pulse are stalked or branched from a clustered base. Waving are unbranched and from an encrusting mat. The colonial and star polyps are a very hardy group of corals, consisting of individual polyps that tend to group together. Under good conditions, they can multiply rapidly in the aquarium. The individual polyps are usually clustered together and found growing on rock or substrate. Some are connected by a rubbery or fibrous mat that quickly encrusts and spreads over tank surfaces. These corals are not dependent on regular feedings, but will readily take food. Colonial and star polyps can be introduced by happy accident on quality live rock. So we're going to take a pause, I think, and So a little bit more of what is pulsing. The fascinating pulse corals rhythmically open and close their polyps in a pumping fashion as an aid in gas exchange and feeding. In a way, the pumping action of the polyps mimics the swimming motion of a jellyfish in open water. However, these corals often cease to pulse in the aquarium for unknown reasons. Some sources suggest that terpenes and other chemicals given off by other soft corals may be one possible reason. Pulsing and waving corals. There is apparently significant confusion and little agreement about the taxonomy of these unique soft corals. References suggest that all species of Anthelia, Xenia, and related Sesquipitularia can either be of a pulsing or non-pulsing type. Even if a specimen is characterized as non-pulsing, it apparently still has the capacity to do so. There is similar confusion as to what other physical differences actually exist. Observation and research indicate that Xenia polyps tend to be more feathery, although this may not be a definitive characteristic. In general, Anthelia polyps originate from the base, while Xenia originate from a central stalk. Either one may demonstrate pulsing. Species differ in size, degree of branching, and in color. The blue variations in particular are very appealing. They are also sometimes described by the speed at which the polyps open and close, or the fast pulse or slow pulse. Because of the lack of agreement and surety throughout the hobby regarding these corals, it is recommended that a detailed description of any pulse or waving coral is obtained before purchase. There are many types of pulse and waving corals that have not been covered because of historically inadequate taxonomy and contradictory information. Pulse corals may not always ship well, and they require a good supply of iodine and to thrive and prevent colonies from crashing. However, once established, corals grow very quickly, encrusting rock rapidly or growing like weeds. They may even require pruning for maximum success and growth rate. Pulse corals prefer moderate to high lighting with medium to high water flow, lighting 5 to 9, water N to H, aggressive L, difficulty 6. So my page is facebook.com/YoSawPlay, and we will continue on the next part. This is giant Anthelia, giant Xenia, waving hand, giant pulse, waving glove. Giant Anthelia has large polyps that may be 6 inches long or more. Some question as to whether this type is actually a waving coral, since it is most often called giant Xenia. However, it does not have the branching characteristics of a Xenia, and therefore must be assumed to actually be Anthelia. This species usually does not pulse. Name Anthelia glauca. It says there's been confusion about the differences between Anthelia and Xenia. In general, Anthelia polyps originate from base, while Xenia originate from central stalk. Either one may demonstrate pulsing. So we're going to pause. Thank you guys. Bye. Beautiful light peachy color.